Hi everyone. I would like to apologize up front about the camera quality. There are not a lot of other options at the moment, but yeah, that's all. My name is Ruby Pond. I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, and I'll be sharing my story from Conserve School, the Semester 20 experience, spring of 2020. I'd like to start off by saying this is crazy, y'all. How all these like-minded people ended up at the same place at the same time, where we live together, learn together, grow together, play and explore together, eventually become as close as family, and then venture off on our own life odysseys all across the world. When I applied to Conserve School, I was in search of an experience that would further my personal development. My core values have always been important to me, but only in the past year was I able to identify the three that I search for and apply in everything I do: personal development, challenge, and authenticity. At Conserve, I found myself recognizing all three every day. Being in the cold, mountain-free Northwoods was way out of my comfort zone. Not only was I unfamiliar with the climate, I had never lived anywhere other than the Appalachian Mountains in western North Carolina. Now this may not seem like a big deal, but I had never seen a lake frozen over, let alone walk on one. Never heard of an ephemeral pool, or even seen snowshoes. I couldn't even comprehend what negative temperatures felt like until, of course, I walked outside one morning and my chapstick and eyelashes froze. I never knew what it was really like to truly miss the sunshine. And as the days went on, I learned a lot. How to get my snow gear on in less than 30 minutes. Just kidding. But things like how to stay positive even if I couldn't feel my toes during class, finding a club that fit my interests, practicing self-care during stressful times, and figuring out how to navigate really hard classes with peers that exceed expectations. But one thing I learned that completely shifted my point of view was that I could embrace and show compassion to people who are nothing like me. Truly looking past the outside shell of someone to find their true self on the inside. I realized how different people could be when you give them a chance to show themselves how they want to be seen, not just how I saw them as an outsider. It would be wrong of me to expect others to see who I am, who I really was, when I knew I wasn't doing the same. So I challenged myself to get to know people on a deeper level than the surface. Surprisingly, it opened up an opportunity for me to be vulnerable. Once I had broken past comfortable, my relationships with others felt more real, more authentic than I had initially expected. So to everyone, students and staff, who gave me a second chance at getting to know them and showing them who I wanted to be, thank you. You are all unique. Now, we all have our own memories from our time together, but I want to remind you of just a few that I've kept with me. Who remembers the Dumb Ways to Die battle? Well, I can assure you I've taken the dub. How about the time Elaine House ate all of Data's ice cream? Or Valentine's Day? When Andrew performed the Antigo Silt Loam song? When we played sardines? When we made up fake rumors and I couldn't swim? When we went trekking on cross-country skis? For some, it was just dance battles and morning runs and soccer workouts. For others, rock climbing, guitar playing, and building quinzies. Birthdays and chess and sun butter and movie night. Cutting hair, Paul. Current events, Lucky Charms, shopping trips, Katie and Jerry. I know this isn't what we expected, and I'm sure all of us wish it were different. But I mean it when I say I wouldn't trade those 8 weeks for anything. Each and every one of you has had an impact on someone's life, and I can guarantee that because you've changed mine. John Krakauer quotes Christopher McCandless in Into the Wild with this: "So many people live within unhappy circumstances and yet will not take the initiative to change their situation because they are conditioned to a life of security, conformity, and conservatism, all of which may appear to give one peace of mind, but in reality, nothing is more dangerous to the adventurous spirit within a man than a secure future. The very basic core of a man's living spirit is in his passion for adventure. The joy of life comes from our encounters with new experiences, and hence there is no greater joy than to have an endlessly changing horizon, for each day to have a new and different sun." I think we can all relate to this in one way or another. We all came together in search of something bigger, whether you knew it or not. We all have this passion for adventure, a desire for different suns. At this time, I want to throw a few thank yous out, starting with my semester mates. You have been brave and bold and inspiring. I am so grateful to have gotten to know you all. Our teachers and teaching fellows, thank you for your never-ending support, encouragement, and care in and out of the classroom. You played so many roles for your students, from educator to older sibling, to alumni, to caretaker, to friend. You all stayed doing the most. To Kathy, Danelle, and the student life staff, you guys were phenomenal. And when all hell broke loose, you helped to keep us connected. You held us centered, kept it real. I know that it meant a lot to me. To our maintenance staff, I'm so sorry I left Cheerios in the hallway that one time after study hours and didn't get a chance to pick them up. I'm forever in your debt. To Katie and Jerry, their family, and all other guest speakers. You brought amazing insight to our community, and your stories will continue to have a lasting impact on my personal life. Thank you for taking time to come see us and share your stories. Thank you to Liam Benson for all the laughs, hugs, and excitements. It was hard to see you go. And finally, a very personal thank you goes to Madison Atterbury. You told me about Conserve and all that it did for you, how you could see me there, and what a great fit it would be. I'm so glad I met you and you saw adventure in me. From your homes, I want you all to give some applause to these wonderful people. They're so amazing and deserve the best. Well, everyone, we made it. The hard part is over. We can finally sit back for a moment and reminisce in our glory days. Please, as you do start to move on from our adventure, it will take much longer than you think. Don't forget, Saturday mornings at the LAB, animal tracks, science ballet, watercolor cards, lock-ins and dance parties, late night talks, illegal sleepovers, cookies from Kathy, self-timer photos, phenology spots and tree breathing, and card games, chocolate milk and ice skating and mocking and all the dogs. The last week of bonfires and endless tears, and giggles and sunshine. All the little notes and gifts to remember each other by. Michael's old t-shirts, Robert and Nancy's old art supplies, plastic babies, no trespassing signs. You will always have a place in the circle, with me, with him, with her, with them. Turn to alumni, old staff, people who have come and gone from this place who know how you feel. We are all connected. As you go on to live out your adventures across the world, remember us. Stand on your desk, yell out, "Alaska is big," and enjoy your ice cream sandwich. You deserve absolutely nothing less. Thank you guys. Congrats.